Namit, a 14-year-old with a heart as vast as the sky, often found himself in the principal's office. Miss Kavita, with her stern gaze and sharp words, seemed to have a special knack for finding fault in him, despite his unwavering sense of justice. "Namit," she'd declare, her voice echoing in the quiet office, "your defiance will lead you nowhere." But Namit just stood tall, his spirit unbroken. One ordinary Tuesday, as the afternoon sun streamed through the classroom windows, a shrill, piercing alarm shattered the calm. A wisp of smoke curled from under the door, then another, thicker plume. Panic erupted. Students screamed, scrambling over chairs, their faces contorted in fear. The air grew thick with the acrid smell of burning. Amidst the chaos, Namit's mind sharpened. "Everyone, stay calm," he yelled, his voice cutting through the din. He grabbed a smaller student, whose eyes were wide with terror, and gently but firmly turned him towards the emergency exit. "Follow me. We need to get out now." His determination was a beacon in the swirling smoke. As they navigated the smoke-filled corridors, a heavy, locked door blocked their path to a safer stairwell. "It's stuck," a student cried, pushing uselessly. Namit didn't hesitate. With a deep breath and a surge of adrenaline, he lunged, slamming his shoulder into the sturdy wood. Splinters flew, and with a resounding crack, the door burst open. Through the newly opened passage, Namit spotted a classmate, whimpering, clutching a twisted ankle. Without a second thought, he rushed over. "Can you stand?" he asked, his voice gentle, despite the urgency. He slung the injured student's arm over his shoulder, supporting their weight, and guided them forward, leaving no one behind. The smoke grew thicker, making every breath a struggle. Just as they neared the main exit, a faint, desperate cry reached Namit's ears. It was Miss Kavita's voice, muffled and weak. He pushed through a final cloud of smoke, his eyes widening in disbelief. The principal was trapped, pinned under a fallen bookshelf, her face pale with fear. A moment of hesitation, a flicker of their difficult past. But Namit's heart, full of kindness, overruled everything. He knew he couldn't leave her. He braced himself, gritting his teeth, and began to push against the heavy, splintered wood. The heat was intense, the smoke suffocating, but he wouldn't give up. With a final, desperate roar, Namit managed to shift the debris just enough for Miss Kavita to pull herself free. He grabbed her arm, pulling her up, and half-carried, half-guided her towards the flickering light of the exit. His lungs burned, his body ached, but the thought of leaving anyone behind was unbearable. Outside, under the vast, smoke-filled sky, Miss Kavita coughed, her body trembling. She looked at Namit, his face smudged with soot, his clothes torn, but his eyes shining with an unwavering spirit. Her strict facade crumbled. A silent understanding passed between them, a realization of true courage and selflessness. Months later, the school stood rebuilt, stronger than before. Miss Kavita remained strict, but her eyes held a newfound respect for Namit. Their interactions were different now, laced with an unspoken acknowledgement of his heroism. Namit, the boy once punished for his defiance, had shown them all the true power of kindness and courage.